On this episode, it's heading to Central New York for some close encounters in the whitetail woods.
I'm right off Jim's and come flying right up and got right to that log 8 yards behind me.
It's the only deer I saw all morning. Deer have been flying all over the place up here. Yesterday I saw a ton, all antlerless.
Cortland has always been one of my favorite places to hunt. For more than a decade now, we've been managing a herd as well as managing the property. Every spring and summer we're making alterations to the trails and putting in food plots for the upcoming hunting season. Cortland happened to be the place where we shot our first buck on camera.
Nice. Oh, that was a sweet shot.
Dude, we just set that trail up like 40 minutes ago. Because you went right behind that one tree, and I was able to draw back. And
sweet. Yeah, we got him. That's for sure. He's down right there.
if I can find my arrow.
We saw this buck go right down, so we knew exactly where to go. So we got down, went to grab my arrow, and picked up the trail.
Oh, here it is. You can't even see it, dude.
Oh, jeez.
It looks like a stick. That thing is coated.
Oh, yeah, right there. Okay. Good deal.
Wow.
Hang it right with that buck, too.
Dude.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Alright, what do you say we go get him?
Let's go do it.
Go right after here.
Well, let's follow where he went. I think he stayed right on the trail, right? Big bus street. There's some blood right there. Right there.
Yep.
There's some more right there.
You go back that way?
I don't think so. I think he went straight.
Way.
Yeah.
There he is, there he is.
Nice shot. Sweet.
Man. I tell you what, man, we did some hard hunting these past couple days, and it's gone from varying temps. It was freezing yesterday morning, that wind was howling, and this morning it was way cold. And hunted hard last night, and when it was picked up, it was pretty bad. We didn't see nothing last night. Lance staring behind the bow there, and man, came out this morning, had that doe sneak up in on us, and you know, that was it. It's swirling wind, and luckily for us, it kind of calmed down. So back at camp, Lance and I decided, you know what, let's try this stand in the afternoon. It's only been hunted once, and that was a week ago in the afternoon. So we decided, you know what, let's come back, and boy, we did. I'd like to thank the Clarks letting me come down this weekend, and man, whew, what a buck, what a buck.
Now we're going to fast forward to November 2016. I'm in a great spot and the deer are moving.
This is probably one of the nicest starts to a morning that we've had yet this archery season. It's calm, it's clear, very cold. We're in about the high 30s right now. The only issue was there was nothing stealth about coming in this morning. I laid some buckeye scent doe and heat down, made a nice drag line, looked it all around the stand, just took my time, got in here real early, and with hopes to maybe bring one of these big boys in. Yesterday was kind of rough, it was windy, and we had some rain sleet mix. Today's just the complete opposite, nice and calm, so hopefully they'll be up on their feet. Gonna get aggressive with the grunting, maybe do a little rattling, who knows. We know they're here. Just see what we can do about get them up and moving.
After hitting the rattle bag a little bit and throwing out some grunts, it's not long until I have my first encounter. I'm self-filming today, so that always adds another layer of difficulty. As I'm watching this buck, a couple things are going through my mind. Am I going to take the shot, Is he going to come close enough? Am I going to be able to get it all on camera? After watching this deer for a little while, I make the decision I'm going to pass this deer and I'm going to let him walk. Hopefully, he'll make it through another year. But this deer does tempt me quite a bit. These situations are always good to use as practice, just in case the next time the buck comes in and it's when you're going to shoot, you'll have an idea of how you're going to move the camera, the bow, or your gun to get it all coming together before you take the shot. As this deer walks away from me, a million things are running through my mind. I know we have bigger, more mature, older bucks out here, but one can't help but ask the question. I hope I don't regret that. That's a good buck. That's a good way to start the morning, though. Not even an hour goes by. I hit the rattle bag again and have this encounter. Comes in, nose to the ground, ears perked up, looking for the other buck that's in his area. It's so hard to see this buck on the camera. I have the sun glaring me right in the eyes, but I get a good enough look to see that if this buck does come in close enough, I'm going to take the shot. You can tell how cold it is and how worked up he is by all the steam that's coming out of his nose. It was a really cool sight to see. As I watch him though, from his body language, I realize that he's probably not going to come in close enough to give me a shot. I do all I can to get his attention just to see if I can't bring him in. I watched this buck walk away, and that's how my archery season would end. Nice and quiet and calm start to the morning here in Cortland. First morning, just got in here last night. Well, actually, early this morning. Got in about 2 o'clock. And it's kind of quite the contrast to the last time I was down here a couple weeks ago. It was windy, rainy, kind of had a little bit of everything. And now it's calm. There's snow. They had a storm come across about a week ago and dumped about 4 inches or so. Some of it's melted off, but there's still a good majority of it on the ground. Came back to the same spot where I had those encounters with those couple of really nice bucks. So my hopes is that with any luck, history will repeat itself. Noticed that second buck that came in when I was rattling, he was a shooter, and I couldn't really tell from where I was sitting. The sun was in my eyes, and luckily with the camera I was able to pick him up and just kind of study him a little bit more. Unfortunately, he didn't come in close enough, and it's just kind of how it went. But hopefully there'll be a chance of him coming in this morning. Hopefully he's still in this area. The fog is rolled in, visibility is down, but I still catch some movement up ahead of me.
After hearing that gunshot, I sent a text message to get the confirmation. Mr. Clark has a buck.
Yeah.
Good deal.
On that stump right over there, and he come right off Jim's and come flying right up and got right to that log 8 yards behind me.
Wow.
Wait, right where this top is down?
Yeah, below that. And he turned around and ran and stopped right there, just like, yeah, I didn't heard him coming or nothing. He was on.
Well, it's pretty quiet too, so.
Yeah, all I heard was his hoofs go, and that spun around and he ran right back and stopped right there.
You're Casey.
Fatal mistake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, God, I used to be able to do this easy. All right.
I got to get close to do mine.
Oh, go ahead.
Closer.
Here we go. What's today? Saturday, wasn't it? Second Saturday.
Yeah, and that's
Just
what
like
is that
when
the
you
second
got
deer
that,
you
we all
saw?
got them deer that you and Cole and you and Jeremy.
Yeah.
That's right. I thought about that yesterday. Go, tomorrow's the day. Remember, Keith, I told you in the magazine, The Field and Stream, they said this Saturday was going to be a good day.
Yeah.
So,
What a great buck and a great experience. The deer were clearly moving, and I could not wait to get back in the stand.
I came back to the same ridge line, but I came up and around the corner a little bit to another tree stand that we have. I've noticed the last few times that I've sat up here as these deer are moving east and west, and they're just a little bit out of range. And there's a couple of good runs that are maybe only 30, 40 yards from me here. And this is definitely where that buck came from a couple weeks ago when I was down here for archery. He came flying out of this corner. And what I think they're doing is there's a lot of thick bedding area on the other side of this ridge. And the wind's perfect. It's hitting me right in the face, blowing back over behind me, going over the ridge. So with any luck, I'll be able to bring him in and get the job done today.
It's a slow start to the morning. This squirrel is the only thing that grabs my attention early on. A little while later, I catch movement in the same direction. It feels like an eternity, as I wonder if this deer is going to turn to give me a shot. The good news is he has no clue that I'm here, and I have all day to wait.
Oh man, I think I just put a good hit on him. He came out of nowhere. Come up from out of that bottom. Looks like a really, really nice 8. Gonna give him a minute here. I thought I saw some snow fly. And gonna go check it out. I just got down. Actually, I'm filming myself today. Got some good blood. I'm gonna jump on the trail here and see if we can't go make a recovery. There he is. I see him. Wow. been so far. Been hit or miss here with some movement, some really warm weather. October was pretty warm, and you know, the deer movement was kind of low. And Dave and I were down here a couple of weeks ago for the last weekend of archery. Things really started to heat up. You could tell the rut was really rolling. And you know, I had a couple of guys come in, passed up a really nice buck, younger one, and then had a shooter come in a little while later that I rattled. But I just couldn't get him to come in. And come down here this weekend. Deer been moving all over the place. Had a real good night last night, seeing deer left and right. And this morning, this is the only deer that I saw. It's nice to be able to have him come in, and couldn't ask for any better weather. Nice, calm snow, and he snuck right up over this hill, and that's what we've been thinking. They've been bedded on this other side. Couldn't be happier with this buck, though. Could not be happier. Imagine managing this property down here for quite a few years now and trying to grow big deer. Man, I'd like to thank the Clarks for letting me come down here and participate, and really just, it's what it's all about, you know.